What's up, y'all? Y'all already know who the hell this is. It's Mr. Loudmouth. It's Nightmare. It's One. It's TD Ayo-Durojaiye. Welcome to the Nightmare Knowledge Podcast. This is the last one. This is episode 10. Today's practice, we more than halfway through camp. I don't know. The offense, the energy was I don't know, but we've been executing, but I don't know. I think the defense has just been bringing a little bit more these last couple of days, and I think it's time we set it straight. You know, we usually whoop their usually, but we got to get back to that. We got to get back to being consistently great. We've been consistent, but we're missing the great part. We can't have one without the other. But with that being said, the team looks really good. You know, we took some pads off today. We went uppers. Offense was executing for the most part. Running backs are starting to get it. The young guys are starting to get it. You know, 10 practices in, you start to see the development of a lot of the young guys, whether or not they're grasping the offense, whether or not they're comfortable at the college level in terms of speed and athleticism, and whether or not they're confident in their own abilities that got them here in the first place. So those are some of the things that we're going to talk about today, on top of amongst a lot of other things. I got two young gentlemen with me right here. My boy Kenyon Miles, and my boy Rags, Isaiah Ragland, DMV. You already know how we get there. You know I'm from there, so you know he got to be a savage too. And my boy Key, he's locked. You already know how it is. So I'm going to ask these guys a little bit, tell them a little bit about themselves. And, I picked these guys because not only are they roommates, but they're two guys that, have had a lot of success in their social media profiles at a very young age. My boy Key's going to talk a little bit about himself. I won't spoil it. He's going to tell you about some of the stuff he's doing. And then my boy Rags, I don't know if you've seen him on TikTok or not, but, he's that. So, I'm going to let them, tell a bit about themselves. These two have really bright futures here at Villanova. Kenyon's a receiver. Rags is in the running back room, so you already know what that means. So these guys are going to introduce themselves. And, I want you guys to also, tell us about what the transition has been like as a freshman becoming a college football player, and what are you learning about yourself and about Villanova football 2023? Because I keep talking about how special this team is, but I think it's good and important to get a freshman's perspective on kind of what type of atmosphere and environment that you found yourself walking into. So we're going to start with my man Kenyon, and he's going to tell you a little bit about himself, where he's from, kind of the stuff he likes to do. I talked about the social media aspect. He's got a lot of stuff going on in his personal life from a business standpoint. So here we go. We got Kenyon Miles here.
What's going on, y'all? I'm Kenyon Miles. I'm from Long Island, New York. A little bit about myself is I grew up in Pennsylvania. I moved to Long Island when I was 8. Been playing football my whole life, and I kind of just started rocking with my social media when I was young, trying to build my Instagram a little bit. And throughout that, I've been trying to build my new clothing brand named Sky's the Limit, Skies with a Z, clothing.com. That kind of brings me to say Sky's the Limit is a clothing brand that I want to bring to the youth, and I want to bring to athletes and really anybody. It doesn't have no cap on it, just to make them feel good about themselves and make them be able to feel comfortable in what they're wearing and stuff like that. So, I think the biggest transition for me from high school to college was the speed and not having to rely on older fellas to help me out. So you kind of have to start figuring how to do stuff on your own, how to maintain with the speed of practice and just go from there. So it's easy, it's hard. You're going to have your ups, you're going to have your downs, you're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days, but you just got to keep focused, stay confident, and go from there. But I'm going to pass it back.
Yeah, Ken, thanks for that introduction. And, obviously, building your own brand at a young age, you're going to learn a lot about the business world. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to take risks. You're going to have the opportunity to grow. And we talk about growth. Ken, you're about 10 practices in. You've been here for about 2 months. So tell us about the growth that you've had, as a wide receiver, learning the playbook. You play a position where you have to learn a lot of routes. We run a lot of different route combinations. You got to learn coverages, and you got to be sharp and mentally locked in. You got to be able to block. So tell us, what your growth has been as a wide receiver, throughout camp so far.
All right, so I think my growth has been pretty good. I think I've made a lot of progression between the playbook itself. Starting, I didn't really know a lot. I was kind of confused about how everything went, but then I really started to lock in and stopped leaning on the older guys for help. I think that was my biggest problem, is that I try to sit down with the guys and have them fill out the cards for me and not really pay attention as much. But then I really started noticing that I have a chance to play, so I had to sit down and start writing in formations myself and writing in the plays myself and only ask questions when I need it. So that was a big thing for growth for me. And now at practice 10, I feel like the game's starting to slow down. I'm starting to be able to run with the big guys, and I'm confident in my play. So it's really just, if I know what I'm doing, then I can go 100%. So, yeah.
Yeah, man, I think as a young guy to understand that and, kind of get a grasp of that where you are now is really important, and I think it's going to help you grow. And like you said, we might need you to play this year, and you should believe in yourself that you're good enough to play. That's why we brought you here. So my advice to you, Key, would be, listen, bro, like, continue to grow, continue to tap in, and just go, man. Like, the game is going to slow down for you eventually, so keep asking questions, keep being hungry, keep having that chip on your shoulder, and keep finding ways to get yourself on the field. Bro, I see you in the special teams drills, bro. I see you working hard. You're going to try and find a way to get on that bus, because guess what? It's going to be a situation where you're going to have to go in and you're going to have to run a route. And are you going to go 1 for 1? So they give you a second opportunity, and then are you going to go 2 for 2? Just think about stacking and being consistent, because the ability is there. I talk to you all the time, bro. You got to run, bro. Just go. You can't wait for the opportunity to come to you. If you want to play as a freshman, there's no time to wait. You got to be ready now. So I want you to use these last, we're about halfway done through camp. Ocean City's coming up. That's going to be a big day for y'all freshmen. Bro, I want you to shine, bro. I've seen your tape, bro. I know what you can do on the football field, bro. It's going to be you and the man across from you, bro. And you just got to win, bro. You got to show the coaches everything that you're capable of, because, bro, I see it in you. But it's not enough for me to see it in you. You have to, one, see it in yourself, and then you got to be able to put it out there. So each and every day you go out there, starting tomorrow, bro, just make sure, how can me, Kenya Miles, get better on this rep? Each and every – team reps are limited. So Indy matters. Indy's going to have to matter. You're going to have to sharpen your sword. You're going to have to sharpen your toolbox. You're going to have to add to your bag. And, bro, like, we know what type of player you are when you're relaxed. When you know what you're doing, you just go. You're fast. You're athletic. You can high point the ball. Bro, you're going to be someone that can help us now. So, like, you have to, one, take it day by day, but it's like you got to be in a hurry but not rush. If you want to be ready to play now, it's going to take some work. So there are going to be nights where you just have to sit up and watch some extra film. Ask the older guy a question. Coach Pagan, what can I do this? What can I do that? Bro, that's what's going to take you to the next level. And I want you to get there now. Like where Sanchez is now as a sophomore, I want you to try and get there now, because he's great. And I think you have that in you too. But, speaking of greatness, y'all know what the running back room is like. We've had Cove, we got J-Jack, we got D-Will. I'm in a running back room. You know how it gets. But y'all know how it gets in the DMV as well. If you don't know, let me remind you. D.C., Maryland, Virginia, if you're from one of those three places, greatness just spews out of you. And my young bull from Northern Virginia, my boy from Centerville, Isaiah Ragland, Zay Rags is his name. My man from VA, he going to tell you about himself. He going to tell you about the socials. He going to tell you where you can find him. But this young man, like, I know the guy that he trains with. I've watched him, from afar, even before I knew he was coming to Nova. This kid has been special since I ever saw him. The guy that just has a knack for running the ball. One of, not even his school, Centerville, a school of great football pedigrees, best players ever. He's one of Northern Virginia's best runners ever, almost running for 3,000 yards his senior year, acting crazy, acting ridiculous, about 5,000 all-purpose yards his last 2 seasons as a high school player, special talent. I'm a give him the rock right now and, let him tote that thing.
What's going on, guys? It's A-Rags here. Just super blessed to even be here in this position, honestly, to even be going to school here. To talk about social media, man, I just be having fun with it. I never really took it too serious. Like, I just do it on my free time. A lot of me and my guys back at the crib, we just be doing dances and stuff, just having fun, because we know we're not going to be here forever. So it's like, why not just have fun while you're doing it all and just do your thing with it. But, yeah, I really don't really know what to say about social media. But me just overall, I'm from the DMV area. You know how it gets. DMV is top area, produces a very bunch of great players, as you could tell. Me, TD, a lot of good players come out of the DMV area. But I originally was raised in North Carolina, moved to the DMV when I was like around 10, 11. But yeah, that's me.
Yeah, Zay, and we talk about running the ball, and tell us, like, the transition. Are the holes the same? Like, pause, like, or is the tempo the same? Like, tell us what you've learned the most about being a college running back. And, you know, me and you talk a lot. Like, I've seen your growth each and every day. The game's starting to slow down for you. How did you get to that point where you know where you're supposed to be before you get there? You know what hole is going to open up and all that stuff. So tell us, like, how has your growth been so far during camp, and what have you learned about yourself and the difference between the college level and the high school level?
Well, to begin, high school and college is you're playing with grown men, like really grown men. Like, you're not really playing with no JV kids anymore. Like, you're playing with dudes that really have no way out, and they only have to beat you to get what they want. So it's like how you gonna react to it. I mean, I came in here. I mean, I knew it was gonna be easy for sure, but it's like when you get in there, it's like damn, this is not easy. Like, it's really fast, and you're a young dude, like, and you're gonna panic, you're gonna fold because like you're gonna be thinking too much, and that was my problem. I was thinking too much, and I had to sit back and realize like I'm here for a reason. Like, I would put in all these hours, extra hours, unseen hours. Like, I know like what I can do, so it's like I know like I got to put in extra hours in studying plays, looking at film, just so I can slow the game down for me personally, asking the older guys like how they see stuff and like how they know what to do and when to do it. And that's helped out a lot. Like, after every practice, after walkthroughs, I do plays for about 30 minutes to an hour, just looking at them, looking at how the blocking schemes happen. And it just helps me process and just help me understand. So when I get on the field, I know what I'm doing personally. Like, so I'm just not out there like guessing, because when you're guessing, you're not confident. And when you be on the field, you need to be confident. And when you're confident in yourself, you can just be more smooth or be more elusive, and just you can play your game. And that's what I think helped me most is like we're at practice 10. I say now I'm like more. I definitely not in 100% with the playbook, but I know like I'm picking up on signals, and I know like what I can do is like it's not. I'm not timid with it. I'm just comfortable with myself, and it's becoming more of like I know what I'm doing type of thing.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you sharing that. And, you know, my advice to you would be, listen, like, Ocean City is coming up, bro. Like, trust me, you're getting the ball. You are going to get the ball. Just go, bro. The reads are the same. We've repped these same 3, 4, 5 run plays how many times? An inside run, team periods. We've done it, bro. We've done it in Indy, bro. Just go. You know where it's going to hit. You got to trust yourself. In college, there's no time to change your mind in the backfield as a running back. You pick one and go. You live and die with your and especially in full pass, bro. Bro, once it's full pass, you know what to do, bro. They got to bring you down. Whether you make the right read or not, they got to tackle you. So don't the first guy never tackles you, and one man never brings you down low. And if he does, he got to feel you, bro. You got to go on his back. So for the both of y'all, like, y'all got to turn up at OC. It's the perfect opportunity, bro. The reps are coming. You know they're coming. It's going to be the plays that you've been running over and over and over again. You got to demand excellence out of yourself, and then you got to show all of us. I know what y'all got. We talk a lot. I know what y'all got. It's not enough for me to know. I'm not the one that's going to put you on the field. You feel me? I was a freshman 4 years ago, same position, and I had to earn my keep. How are you going to earn your keep? How are you going to help this team win? And my follow-up question is going to be, if y'all end up in the field, how are you going to help us win? If you don't end up on the field, how are you going to help us win? We'll start with you, Rags.
Let's say if I don't end up on the field, it's just being ready in the moment, being a good scout team player, just being the player that I know I would win if I'm on the field. Like, I know how important it is to be on a scout, and like know how important it is for scouts to give us a good look, because like at the end of the day, you need to be prepared for your opponent. And as if like I'm on the field, just take advantage of every opportunity given, man. Like, you're not going to be given a lot of opportunities, especially when you're young like me, and you got to take advantage of every opportunity given to just show that you're not here. It's not a mistake that you're on the field. Like, you're on this field for a given reason.
Yeah, I'm going to kind of piggyback off that. Like, we're both here for a reason, you know. Like, we showed our high school career, and we're here now. We've been putting in tremendous hours of work, and it's showing now. So I'm going to say, if I get the chance to get on the field this year, I got to take every opportunity that I come. I got to make sure every route is crisp. I got to know what I'm doing. I need to be confident in how I play, and I think that was one of the biggest things that I grew upon this year. Is just like, I wasn't too confident last year, but then I really started realizing like I can play with everybody. So once I get that confidence up, definitely rocking. I play fast, play athletic, just like you was talking about before. And I think being off the field, you got to learn how to keep your guys up, because body language specifically is a big thing. You see people's demeanors and, like, energy as well. Energy, when the energy's down, you play down. When the energy's up, everybody's hot. Everybody wants to run around, smack, and play ball. So I think being on the sideline, you got to know how to keep your boys up when they're in the field. If they need water, bring them water. If you got pickle juice, give them pickle juice. You got to just keep everybody up at the same time and keep everybody's head straight.
Yeah, man, I appreciate not only you guys, I appreciate you guys coming on here. I appreciate you guys being vulnerable. I appreciate you guys giving the audience and even some of your teammates the opportunity to get to know you guys, because this is more than just football. Like, I want people to try and get a grasp of what we really have going on here. And, in fact, I'm going to ask y'all one more question. Like, where do you guys see this team going? Because I truly believe what we have building is special. So what do you guys see, like, what is the future do you think this team has for this season? And what are you going to do to make sure we accomplish the very greatness that we've been talking about on this podcast?
I think we have a lot of potential this year. Like, I could see us taking it very, very far past playoffs. I see us winning a chip. I think the way that when we came in, everybody was so inviting, and it wasn't like I had to hide from anybody. Everybody was brothers, like, came straight into a new team, and it was just family right away. So I think that's a very special thing, because when you play with family, you playing with everybody together. Like my quarterback's going to throw me to the right spot. My running back's going to get the hole. You have trust in everybody to do 100% what they can do. So I feel, that being said, we have a shot for the chip this year. And yeah.
No, I definitely think we have a really, really good chance to go super far, man. Like my boy Keith said, like, we came in here and everyone was so welcoming. And it's like, you can tell, like, I've been a part of some really good teams and really bad teams. And when you have really good teams, the chemistry is very, very good. Like, guys hang out with each other outside of practice. You're in each other's room all the time. We're just walking, just doing whatever. And that goes on a lot here. Like, you would never really see a dude walking by himself. If he is, like, he might be going to go walk, to go be with someone. Like, it's like the chemistry's there, and, like, chemistry takes you a very, very far away. Not even with this. Like, football only lasts so long. Like relationships and, like, connections last forever. And, like, when you're a part of something special like we're building here, it could take you so far. And I think this is going to be really, really good year for all of us. Even after this year, I think the young guys, or even my class, we're really close with each other, and the class above us, and I think the rising class in general, everyone's just really close with each other, and I think that helps out a lot.
Yeah, man, you guys heard it here first. Like, these are two young guys that just got here about 2 months ago that understand the vision that this team has and the vision that we set for ourselves. There's greatness in this room, from number 0 on the roster to number 99. There's dogs. And I guarantee you, if Key and Rags get their chance this year, I promise you they're going to be ready. But it starts with belief. It starts with not only belief in God, the one who gave you the beautiful life that you have and the abilities that you have, the parents that you have, the beautiful things we get to enjoy each and every day. He starts with him. And then it starts belief in yourself. God gave you these abilities. Y'all could have been y'all know so many people at the crib, I promise you, that could be in your exact same position, and they not. For whatever reason. God chose you. You could have still been in North Carolina. Doing what? What if you never left PA and went to Long Island? You feel me? Like, God has a special place in his heart and a special vision for all of us. And I see it in y'all, and I see it in this team. So for y'all that are listening to this podcast, first of all, I'd like to thank Kenyon and Isaiah once again for being on this podcast. I wanted y'all to get an opportunity to meet our freshmen because they get it. I'm telling you, they get it. They've seen it from the jump. So they not going to be surprised when we have the success that we're going to have, because they're going to be a part of it. And I promise you, I don't want y'all to be a fan later, because we going to put butts in them seats. And y'all not going to leave till it strikes double zeros or triple zeros at the end of the game. And we got more points than the other team. It's about consistency, y'all. It's greatness in here. We just trying to stack great on great on great on great. That's why I thought the offense didn't have a great practice. And the offensive guys in the room know, like, when we really balling, you feel it. Like, it literally, like, we, like no offense, defensive guys, it's like you're at our mercy. like we really be wilding on y'all sometimes. Facts. I hope y'all are listening. Because tomorrow we got to come out ready. And I know these two are going to be the ones to spark it because I'm going to make sure they're ready. So listen, y'all, I appreciate y'all being on here. This is episode 10, double digits of the last one. But this not the last one. But guess what? These two, I believe in them. I hope they believe in themselves. And they're going to help us win this year one way or another. I promise you that. Stay tuned for the next episode. Loyalty Club 2023. We over me. See y'all tomorrow.